In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 high income skills that you can learn today. Lopez here, coming at you from lopezasing.com. And before I get started, hey, if you like this video, like, subscribe by clicking the little bell below. That way when I come online, you won't miss out on any new and live info that I might have when I come online. So you get to ask me questions as well. So here's the 5 high income learning skills. And I have to admit, some of these skills are hard to learn. However, if you learn them, the sky's the limit. The possibilities are endless. And I've done most of these skills. I have most of these skill sets that I'm about to reveal to you in this video today. So the first skill set, which is my favorite, is copywriting. And when I say copywriting, I'm not talking about copyrights. See, some people say you talking about copyrights when it comes to the movies or documentaries or anything that you can protect that's yours. I'm not talking about that. When I say copywriting, I'm talking about salesmanship in print. I'm talking about books like these, Copywriting Secrets. Copywriting is salesmanship either in print or any form of media today, being that we have the internet and all these forms of technology. You got the apps, you got applications, you got all kinds of technology going on. So in copywriting, the concept is, the philosophy is, you want to give people a certain amount of value and you want them to do something at the end of whether they're reading an article, reading the paper, reading a magazine ad, looking at a video. You want people to take action, whether it's a street sign telling them to call this 800 number, and when they call that number, you ask them questions, you try to help them. That's all copyright. And some people say it's copyright and direct response, but they're two in the same. They go hand in hand. But if you learn this skill, the possibilities are endless, because there's businesses all over on the internet and off the internet, worldwide. They need help with writing. They need help with their website. They need help with street signs. They need help with magazine ads. They need help with newspaper ads. They need help with newsletters. They need help with sales letters. They need help with anything that's in print or in any form of media. They need help with their app, with the content in their app. They need help with their blogging. Any form of media or in print, that's copywriting. If you learn this, the possibilities are endless. You can, not only can you help other people with their copywriting, you can create something for yourself. And I've done this. And I've been doing it for the last 10 years. And it really, I use copywriting to enhance my resume, to help me get jobs, to help me get campaign for jobs. And the way I campaign for jobs using my resume is completely different from the common man and common woman. So possibilities are endless, and I'll just leave it at that. And the next thing I would say is you can be a consultant. Now, there's a lot of companies out here today, they hire consultants for sometimes short term, long term, and it could be any type of consultant. It could be a social media consultant, a marketing consultant, a computer consultant, especially in the tech field. Could be a nursing consultant, I've been hearing. I mean, any type of area where people need help, basically. It could be automotive consultant, engineering consultant, uh, a food consultant, gardening, wherever people need help at, and they don't necessarily want to hire someone full time for that help. That's where the consultants come in at. They just cut them a check. See you next month, or whenever you're supposed to. Whenever y'all have something set up to meet the next time to talk. That's basically how it works. So, if you're good in a certain area, maybe something comes natural to you but difficult to everybody else. Maybe that's something, that area you can explore and help other people along with that. The next thing I would say is programming. Now, I've done some programming in HTML, and I use WordPress for my sites, and I do a little CSS. But I don't necessarily call myself a programmer, even though I know how to do it. I've done work for myself and other people in the past, and I still do it to this day. But if you can become an above average programmer, oh man, the possibilities are endless. And when I first got started online, I've spent $4,000 to have a website made. And that website never launched online. And that's the story for another day. That website never launched online. But the fact that I paid $4,000 to have that website made, but didn't get launched, there's other people out here that's spending way more money than that. Now, at the time, I thought $4,000 was a lot of money. But there's people that's spending $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 at that time that have websites made. So, which is the main reason why I started learning about programming and in the programming language, because I was spending way too much money, and I didn't have enough money left to keep spending $4,000. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you understand programming and you know how to write code, possibilities are endless. You can go on sites like Upwork.com, Freelancer.com. There's people on there that's looking for people, looking for freelancers, and some of them looking for people full time. And I was doing this on the side, part time, of my job at the time, like 10 years ago. So this is something that you can do on the side. You don't necessarily have to quit your job. You can quit your job if you want to go full time. It's really up to you. But at the time, I had 2 clients I was working with at the time. And they basically wanted a WordPress website set up. Nothing complicated. To them, it was complicated because they didn't know how to do it. But for me, it was easy because I've had so much experience using WordPress, and using HTML code at the time. So it was easy peasy to me. And the next thing I would say is public speaking. Now, I've been speaking in front of people basically all my life. Even from doing Easter speeches growing up to doing presentations in college. And after college, I've spoken in front of small groups of people, young people, about personal development and about my experiences and my story and how I grew up. So I've been speaking in front of people all my life. But I don't call myself a public speaker because I don't do it on the regular. I don't get paid for it. I've never gotten paid for speaking in front of people. Maybe I should, make some changes to that. But so that's why I don't call myself a public speaker, because I never got paid for it. But if you like to speak in front of people, if you would like to learn, the possibilities are endless too, because what I've been hearing lately, uh, the average speaker, like say a brand new speaker, get paid what, $3,000 for maybe an hour speaking on stage. So you're up there an hour, hour and a half. That's $3,000, and they pay for all your transportation, your flight, you know, hotel, everything's covered. $3,000. Go on stage, speak, or sell whatever product service you have on stage if they allow it. You know, y'all have to work that negotiations out, because on some stages they don't allow you to sell. You just speak. That's it. And then some stages, they might not pay you up front. They might say, hey, we'll pay for your hotel and your flight, and you can go on stage and sell and do your thing, and they'll get a certain percentage of your money, that the certain amount of people that you close on stage. So there's some people that go about it that way. Then there's some people that like it that way. There's some people that say, hey, don't pay me no money up front. I just want to be able to present my product on stage at the end of my talk. So that works for some people. Then you got some people will say, hey, I want my money up front. So you have to work that out with the promoter or whoever's having the event, And the next thing I would say is digital marketing, and this is basically a given. If you've been online long enough, or if you thinking about getting more into what's going on online with all these social media sites and Google and Yahoo and Bing, you almost have to have a strategy if you're really serious about getting into this, and you almost have to incorporate these social media sites. I mean, it's a must at this point. There's no way to go about doing it if you don't have a strategy. Otherwise, you'll just be wasting your time. And the last thing I would say is you have to be a closer. When I say closer, there's some people that will go on stage and at the end of the talk, they'll present the audience what they have to offer, but they'll do it in a compelling way. And a lot of this in closing usually leads to questions. If you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. Because when you ask questions, you find out how you can really help the person that you're talking about. So this could be a one-on-one, or this could be over the telephone, or this could be on stage. That's why I said earlier, when it comes to public speaking, a lot of people don't want no money up front because they want to go on stage and close the people at the end of the talk. And a lot of these companies, they need people to get on the phone and close people with their service and whatever they have to offer. And a lot of these companies need help with it because they're horrible at it. They're horrible. They just got people cold calling, and they're just running people through the pipeline. But nobody's really teaching what it really takes to be a great salesman. So hey, that's it. Those are the 5 high income skills that you can learn. And a lot of it's not easy, but once you learn it, possibilities are endless. And I gave you a bonus, at that. So hey, if you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. That way when I come online, you can ask me any questions, and click the little bell below. That way you won't miss out. Any questions, any concerns, leave your comments below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!